Okay, let's try this again. I'm at work. This is really hard to do. This is my Yamaha Bruin 350 four-wheel drive. Had a problem with the timing chain. Was loose, stretched out. It jumped 2 teeth, from what I can tell. And I'm just going to run down over it real quick because there's no information on this thing on the web. There's no information on YouTube. There's no information anywhere. So anyways, let me get started. First thing, obviously, you're going to pull the seat and the gas tank. It's pretty self-explanatory. I pulled the front rack. I pulled the shifter. It's really simple. There's a rod. The rod goes into on top of the transmission. There's a bolt. Loosen it. Pull it off. There's a bolt there and a bolt there, and this, and it comes right out. It's really simple. It looks really complicated, but it's actually really simple. And then you can pull that cover off. And then once you get that cover off, I'll show you something. This is my table. You pull this cover off, and behind it is this, the bolt. This bolt bolts actually into the crankshaft right there, and it's fine to it. And then you have, that's the stator cover. The stator's inside. There's your stator. There's a seal. Anyways, that little thing just slides right off. See this little sight? That is your TDC sight. When you open it up, there's a little plug right there. You pull that off, and you'll see that little mark. See that little mark? That's your TDC mark. And then you'll line that up with, where's that mark at? There it is. You have 2 marks there. Now, I want to say it's the first one. I might have to do a little bit more research if it's the eye or that. I think that's TDC. But anyways, that's your timing marks. Once you line that up, you can check and see if this thing's out of time before you even tear it all apart. And then if you see right there, see the little indentation? You pull that cover, you pull that little sight, and you look at your timing gear. And if that's on TDC and your timing gear matches with that, your timing is not the problem. It's a very easy way to tell if it's out of time or not. The problem is, and I thought this was stupid, there's no way to time it with the cover off. So you have to like put the chain on, hold it up there, and then hold it up there. I don't know. It's a really stupid design. Hold it up there while you put the cover on and all that bullshit, and then turn the cam, and then there you go. You're good to go. So anyways, after you get the stator cover off, which it's kind of hard to get off, it's magnetized. It'll feel like it's caught on something, but mine wasn't caught on nothing. There was a little gear that fell out, which was this one. This little gear, but I mean, it's okay. Once you get that off, I believe is this piece right here. If you see, there's 3 bolts. 3 bolts. I have. Why is everybody got to be around me while I'm trying to do a video? Everybody thinks I'm weird because I'm videotaping, put on the internet. I'm a mechanic. I have a 3-way bolt puller set. That one's obviously, one's like $400, but you could buy one or rent one at like AutoZone, and it would probably do the same thing. Put make sure you thread all the way into there. And you're gonna have to have long bolts. The bolts have to be pretty long. I would say around 3 to 4 inches. And then you put moderate pressure on the shaft, the crankshaft. And this is actually beveled. I don't know if you can see. See, it's beveled. It's beveled. It's pressed on. But you put quite a moderate amount of pressure on it, and then I tapped it with a hammer, and it popped really loud, and then shot off, of course. So once I got that off, then you have this piece. It's a gear. I don't know. It's one of them fucking gears. And then you have this gear, and I have all these in order. See how I took them off? I take them off in order. That way when I go to put them on, they all go back on in the same order. That's your mark. That's your timing mark. From what I've been told, that little mark, put that back. Oh, and it's got these little springs in them. 3 of the 6 springs have a little pin inside of them. Okay? So, you'll take those out, and it's every other one on, you'll see it. I'll show you. See those notches? That's where those springs go. They go every other one. Every other one has a little, or no, they're just bringing every one, but every other one there's a little spacer thing that goes inside the spring. And that little dot that I showed you on that gear actually lines up with the keyway. And then that keyway lines up with the balance shaft sprocket. And you have to take the balance shaft sprocket off in order to get the 2 bolts out. In order to get the slide out, or the guide, the tensioner guide, in order to get it out, in order to get the chain out, and you got to take the top one off as well. All the stuff obviously is marked and pinned, and it's got keyways. Make sure when you take them off, you know that you're grabbing your keyways. You don't want to lose them because they're hard to find ones that will match. And then I also had to take out my tensioner, and I believe that's the oil pump. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's the oil pump. But overall, it really isn't that bad of a deal. I think, this is about I think I've spent about 3 hours on it, solid, altogether, tearing apart and stuff. It's really dirty, so obviously I had to mess with that. But not too bad. I mean, I'll have probably try to post an update, let you listen to it run after I get it done. But yeah, it should be a good deal. So we'll see how it goes after I get everything lined up and everything going. Alright, later.